to New Rockstars. I'm Whitney Van Laningham, and my biggest question after watching the Multiverse of Madness is, did Scarlet Witch get Scarlet squished? Or was she somehow able to survive an entire temple collapsing on top of her? It certainly wouldn't be the first time that she lived through impossible odds, including the explosion that killed her parents and the torturous experiments from Hydra. But will we really see 616's Scarlet Witch again? Or is our Wanda dead? In the aftermath of the Multiverse of Madness premiere, Elizabeth Olsen has been busy giving interviews about the fate of her character. Back in March, rumors were circulating that she'd extended her contract with Marvel, and although she didn't explicitly state that she had, she did tell Collider that she doesn't see this as the end for her character, and hinted that her MCU contracts are always adjusting. In another interview with Variety, she seemed super excited for the possibility of returning to the screen, saying, "It's weird that I'm expecting to return, but no one's told me I'm doing anything. But in my mind, I'm just making the assumption that they'll have me again. I don't know to what capacity, but I hope I'm back. I hope there's also more fun to be had in something different. Where do we go? I feel like we've done so much with her. It's been really a wild couple years with her. If Lizzie's down to keep going, I am too. So let's talk about what those different fun directions might be." Wanda Maximoff is one of the most powerful and fascinating characters in the MCU. And with the immense success of WandaVision, she's become one of the most popular characters in the entire series. Not only is she the only Avenger who could have single-handedly defeated Thanos, a rare wielder of chaos magic, and the Scarlet Witch, she was also the only being in the multiverse powerful enough to take herself out. Even strange Wang in America knew that there was no way to physically stop her. They could only continue to reason with her until she made the choice on her own. And if she's capable of all that, I'd be willing to bet that she was able to keep herself alive at the end of Multiverse of Madness too. But let's look deeper at some of the evidence. I think it's totally possible that Wanda will return. This wouldn't be the first time that Wanda was presumed dead in Marvel history. In fact, in the House of M storyline, which Multiverse of Madness draws inspiration from, Wanda disappears after altering reality to remove all mutants from the world. She's presumed dead, and Doctor Strange even suggests that she may have taken her own life. But Hawkeye later finds her living in Mount Wundagore with zero memory of what happened, or that she even had powers at all. And it makes a lot of sense for them to make it seem like Wanda is gone in the MCU too. With her off the chessboard, Marvel has time to build up newer, larger threats in her absence. The Scarlet Witch could pretty much take out anyone, so with big bads like Gore and Kang on the horizon, they needed to take Wanda out in the Multiverse of Madness to keep things interesting. Kevin Feige knows his timing, and in my opinion, I think her death was the best way to move her story forward. When Wanda destroyed the temple at Wundagore in this film, a large red flash of light shoots out of the actively decimating rubble. And while you could arguably view this scene as confirmation that the Scarlet Witch's life force was extinguished from the 616 reality, I also think that there's a valid argument that this flash of light proves she's still alive. At every single pivotal point in her life thus far, Wanda has protected herself, even if she didn't realize at the time that she was intentionally doing it. For example, when Agatha makes her relive the night her parents died, she notes that Wanda subconsciously used a probability hex to prevent the bomb from going off. She protests, saying that the bomb was just defective, but Agatha continues to point out further instances of her doing similar things. She was also the first test subject of Hydra's to survive direct contact with an Infinity Stone, and her love for Vision unintentionally created an entire town to soothe her own broken heart. Agatha points out that her chaos magic, amplified by the Mind Stone, allowed her to survive these experiences, and I think it's possible that she survived this one too. Whether she meant to or not, I think that red light signifies her chaos magic protecting her yet again. And if she does come back in future Marvel properties, we could find her lost in the ruins of Mount Wundagore without her powers or her memories, just like they did in the comics. You never want your earbuds to fall out, whether you're just walking the dog, exercising, or bopping around the house, blasting your favorite episode of the Dungeons and Daddies podcast without your loved ones being like, "Whitney, Ron Stampler isn't a real person." Raycon's everyday earbuds have optimized gel tips for the perfect fit. It makes them comfortable and they don't budge. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring this video. Holy diver, you've been down too long in the midnight sea. Wow, that totally worked! Look at them! Look at them! They're still in my head! They're still firmly in my head. Raycon's everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. They offer 8 hours of playtime and a 32-hour battery life. That's long enough to listen to the tale of 4 dads rescuing their sons from the Forgotten Realms. Raycons are priced so that you get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. It's no wonder Raycon's everyday earbuds have over 49,000 5-star reviews. And they come with a 45-day happiness guarantee. Click the link in the description or go to buyraycon.com/newrockstars to get 15% off your Raycon purchase. Once again, Go to buyraycon.com/newrockstars for 15% off. There have also been rumors floating around that Wanda might appear in House of Harkness alongside her nemesis from Westview, but Elizabeth Olsen stated in an interview that she doesn't think that she signed up for that series. Judging by the way she's enthusiastically expressed her openness for other potential storylines, I'd say she's not Garfielding here. For example, in an interview with comicbook.com, she said that she'd really like to see a storyline where we see the Scarlet Witch as an aging woman. She said, quote, "There are a few images in my head of, I think they're from Witch's Row, as she's aging and decaying while using her power, and there's something in that, this older woman who's aging from her power, that I'm interested in. And I don't really know what that means, but I kind of would love to be old." Elizabeth Olsen also seems extremely interested in doing more with the House of M storyline, even saying, quote, "I do think Doctor Strange 2 opens up lots of opportunities with the multiverse." But yeah, the immortal words are no more mutants. I mean, I would love to be able to say them in some capacity to make it work for the MCU. And I know, this is an actor discussing hypothetical work that she'd love to be a part of, not an official confirmation from Kevin Feige that this is definitely gonna happen. But she said it herself. MOM really opened us up for a lot of possibilities for what could happen to her character in the future. So I'm not taking Wanda reappearing for more of this story inspired by House of M off the table. Playing a version of herself that's stripped of her abilities or has her powers redefined in a new context might give the Scarlet Witch the ability to come back to the 616 verse without forcing fans to just forgive and forget the destruction she caused. As of right now, it's a little hard to get past the murderous rampage she went on in Multiverse of Madness. But if Wanda were able to start over in the 616 with a clean slate, seeking to regain her memories and understand the destruction of her powers, that could be the perfect way to show her taking responsibility for the lives that she claimed. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Whitney Puppy, follow New Rockstars, subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love, and thanks for watching. Bye!